Thank you for taking time for this video. I really appreciate that. I'm Paris and the founder of Astrono.io. Astrono is an e-learning website where you can get better knowledge about all the CNCF exams, so you can hopefully pass the CubeStonaut and the Golden CubeStonaut. I am a Kubernetes specialist and a huge cloud native enthusiast. Then I spend a lot of my free time to be a public speaker, and then I'm becoming a CubeStonaut. Thank you for watching this video. Please share it and give this channel a like. Hello and welcome for this video about how you can manage the application inside Argo CD. And this will be one knowledge about the CAPA exam. And of course, we could do this from the Argo UI, as many people do, but I know the exam have focus on the syntax in the YAML files. So I think it's very important we are going through the steps first in the UI, and then we will apply that with the YAML file. I think that will be the best way around, so you better understand what's going on. So let's go for the Argo UI. And normally when you create your first application, all tutorials out there will be something like create application, select your app name, set the project name, sync as automation, auto create the namespace, and your Git, Helm, or OCI image should be here, Git UL, your branch or tag, and then the path test app. And then you will need the application here and test namespace, something like that. It's you introduced, and that's very easy because that's just a UI, and it's showing how easy it would be to just manage your application. But it's not learn you what's the exam is focused on. The exam is focused on pretty much the syntax in Argo CD's YAML files. So that's why I will show you how you can do this in a programmatic way, so you don't learn the UI and sitting in the exam and thinking, I've never seen that code before, so I need to guess. I will show you how this steps will work, and all the other videos in my preparation of Argo CD will be in YAML, so I will not use the UI as a programmatic way. I will only use it as a view interface to show you how the result will be showing, so you understand what's going on. So I think it's time to go for the terminal, so we can start writing the code. We are in a terminal now, and what we can do is basically just say nano application.yaml and then start writing it manually. But we have it inside the repository. So let's going back to the repository and open this one and open it in a row, and then basically just curl it down. And you can see we have it here. So let's clear it up again so we have a clear view. Now I'll explain line by line so you understand what's going on before we just apply it. So what we're gonna do now is we're saying the name of this application will be simple test app. This is the name. It's always happen in the header. Then the destination is where Argo want to place it. In our case, we want to place it in the namespace Argo simple test app on the Argo server Kubernetes default SVC. In the exam, only focus on you have one server. You don't have multi-tenant clusters, so you just focus on that. But the server will be in the destination because that's where you place the information. And then we have the source. The source is where you take the code from. The manifest we want to deploy on Argo. In our case, we are picking it up from the source path. This is the folder You can see it's if you're going back for the repository, it's inside here, application app, example app, sorry. We have the deployment and the service will be deployed inside. And then we just explain the repo URL. In this case, we use HTTPS and pointed to my public repository PNK core, where I put all my learning files inside resources. And then we will start the reversions, and that's just a head, but you can select everything. So if it was a staging environment, you can pick up the staging branch, or you can pick something else. It's up to you, but that's how it's working. Then we will select the default project that's built in, so we don't have any other projects right now. So right now we just have the default project. Then we enable the sync policies. We don't have automation. So in this case, we just say automated is null. That's meaning it's not synchronized automatically. It will require you manually trigger this synchronized. But what is interesting here is will be this sync options. This will be a create namespace is equal true. And remember this when you have something you change in the sync policy, it will always be an option in sync options. I know this question will be placed on you in the exam. That's one of those where I tried to memorize and I failed this question for sure, because that's something I have learned after then. So remember that when you create the namespace, it's always placed in the sync options. I think it's time to apply this code. So kubectl apply if application. We have it here, and then just apply it. Let's going for the Argo CD. We have it here, reload it, and you can see it's nothing happened. And I can explain you why. That's because we are in the default namespace, and Argo right now only listened in their own namespace. So we need to delete this one first. So we remove it from the default again, and we say Argo CD namespace. And you can see now it's here, and the status is now missing, and it's out of sync. So if you're going inside this one, you can see it's found the example app service and the deployment. So we have a service and a deployment. And if we're going for the kubectl get namespace, we have no namespaces as we expect. So let's sync it up and synchronize. And you can see now it's starting everything. So if we go into the pod, to the namespaces, we can see it's creating the namespace right, and let's see what pods is running, and everything is up and running now. Let's see the service as we expect, and this one's working too, and we can see it inside Argo here. Everything is synchronized okay, and you are to the head and everything is fine. But remember, if I'm changing something in the Git repository, this will not reflect automatically inside my Argo CD interface. Not yet. It needs to be enabled as all. But the idea here is you're getting the understanding how Argo is working and how we can read your own YAML file, so you don't just use the ClickOps options to relay on your servers, because the programmatic way is more GitOps, and that's what we want to implement here, is the GitOps way of thinking to deploying your applications. So thank you so much to having you here, and I really hope you appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe my channel, give this video a like, and remember all the resources will be in the description. And if you have any comments, please make it below. I will try to answer it as fast as I can. Thank you so much, and hope to see you in the next video.